first question of the night is from Hyper Troy. Hyper Troy wants to know, what is the better defensive style this year, all-out coverage or all-out pressure?
You know, coming from me, I'm an all-out pressure guy. Send it, send it. Our good friend from school, Ed, what was his number one thing he'd always used to say to us?
Send it until they prove they can stop it.
And when in doubt, if you don't know what to do, send pressure. Send it. Send the kitchen sink at them. Cover 0. Send 7 guys at them. If you don't know what to do, it's always better to send pressure, just because can your opponent handle the pressure?
Let's jump into game.
That's what I think.
We'll look here over on the PlayStation 3. We have some action going on. So I'm basically going to make the argument right now that coverage defense in Madden 13. Last year, I was more of a pressure guy. Actually, no, last year more of a coverage guy. Always kind of been a coverage guy. I like to kind of blitz on 3rd and long. I agree with you there. Force them to get off the field. But right now, Gibbs, I'm going to force you to draw me here by dropping some guys back off the line of scrimmage. Just kind of being patient and seeing if I can bottle it up here. You know, you pick up a couple yards, but I live to play another down. I mean, are guys out there, are you guys giving up a lot of pressure in the, you know, are you guys giving up a lot of touchdowns with pressure style defense? That's what I've been seeing. I've been seeing a lot of long touchdowns when I play cover 1, cover 0 scenarios. So the key really is to become a better player, to get pressure sending as little guys as possible. So Gibbs, maybe you have something for him, because I've just been kind of dropping people back, just kind of waiting, and then I pick my spots to bring the blitz.
Right, and so this is actually a blitz that, Farles, we were working on today. I'll grab control of it. It's from the nickel normal formation. I know you like it a little bit. It's safe. It's conservative. I think you're gonna be running it tonight in the game of the week. Correct?
Yes. So we'll be using this.
So nickel normal. It's safe. It's conservative. If you take a coverage style approach with it, I think this defense could really be effective for what you want to do in the defensive side of the ball. This is not
one of our heavy pressure blitzes, guys.
No.
Guys, a heavy pressure blitz is going to be something where if the offense blocks the halfback and then maybe has a tight end and chooses to, you know, block him or slides in this guy, a heavy pressure blitz is going to be something that's going to, you know, be able to get in against 6 or 7 guys. But just a basic coverage style blitz is something simple like this, where if they're sending guys out, you're just kind of playing mind games, forcing them to block the halfback.
So what I want to do here in coverage, Farles, is I like to do the following. I'll drop 2 purples, and I'm going to drop 1 quarterback spy, and then I'm going to control the guy covering the halfback. So what you want to do to set this play up, though, is you want to shift or crash your defensive line, or I'm sorry, spread your defensive line out, and then I want you to base a line, and I want you to spread your linebackers. What this is going to do is it's going to put you in a situation where you have, count the guys in the box, 4 guys in the box, so you're still going to be good against a halfback draw. But now Falls is going to go to snap the ball. We're going to have good coverage, spies, purples everywhere, and you're going to force them. You're rushing 1 guy at the quarterback. You're going to force them to make a tough throw. I live with that. I will live that. It's a mindset. It's a philosophy of how you're going to play defense in this
all
game.
of a sudden get comfortable. I'm waiting. I'm patient. I know that he's not sending a lot of pressure. It's tough to move the ball down the field, taking long drives. And then all of a sudden, this gets mixed in.
So what you do, again, you're going to spread your defensive line. You're going to spread your linebackers.
L1 up, R1 up.
Correct. You're going to spread your linebackers. Then you're going to re-blitz, global blitz your the linebacker on the left side of the screen, which is DeMarcus Ware in this situation. You're going to blitz Coleman, your DN on the right side, straight down. And then what I want you to do is you can either leave Ratliff on his route, or you can simply spy Ratliff. I prefer spy. I'll tell you why in a second. But Farles here he's gonna get used to the coverage. He might start draws. A guy goes out. Now we get DeMarcus Ware coming in, flying off the edge, going to instant replay. Farles, I want to show you that we have a 2-man under. Everyone is manned up. That's important. Besides the halfback. Halfback's the only guy not manned up. You have 2 deep safeties. One is a user-controlled safety who I'm going to spy the halfback with. We're sending 5 guys after the quarterback, or 4 guys after the quarterback, and we're also containing the quarterback in case he breaks out of the pocket. This is a great way to mesh your coverage defense with a blitz from this formation. And the other reason why I really, really like this is because you can check down to a cover 3, a cover 2, a cover 4, all from the same formation, same look, and it's based around a coverage style approach to your defensive side of the ball, and then you sneak in the blitz on the backside.
So, guys, a lot of keys that we just mentioned there. This year, I think Gibbs and I are going to agree, for the most basic guy out there, and just guys that are looking to tournament and still feel people out when they, you know, if they're playing a new opponent, they don't know if they're going to be running the ball, passing the ball, etc. Come out with some coverage style plays, force them to earn that first drive, see some of their plays and formations. If you let up a touchdown on the first play with your blitz, then all of a sudden you haven't seen their offense, and then all of a sudden, say they get the ball back 7-0, and they have ball, you've only seen one of their plays. So you want to kind of slow them down. It's okay to give up a couple points, but make them earn it. Then mix in pressure later in the game. Even just later in the drive, get them thinking, okay, I got time, because it's pretty easy to pick up some good blitzes in this year's game by using tight ends, using halfbacks. It's a little easier than it was last year. Last year you had to do some sliding. This year, it's a little more, easier, I'd say, to block the right number of guys and kind of, pick up some of the pressures this year. A lot of guys are still working on their blitzes and stuff. So playing coverage. Okay, well, I got time. Then just mix it in is a great way to go this year.
I think that a key thing you said there, Farles, is at the start of a game, you kind of want to get a feel for what your opponent's going to do. So if you drop back and play a lot of coverage, it's pretty easy to score in this year's game anyways, as it is, right?
Yeah.
So why not play a lot of coverage and hope they throw a pick, or they're not patient, or they run a draw, a fumble, something like that? Why not drop everybody back, get a feel for what they're going to do, so that later on down the game, now you can capitalize and say, okay, I know what he's going to do, rather than maybe call coverage zero blitz and just get burned by it right in the beginning of the game. You're going to want to save your blitzes, coverage, blitz.
Yes, absolutely. A great way to go in this year's game.